It is a big crash, and it was on purpose. Tempe police looking for suspects involved in this violent smash and grab robbery. Thank you for being here for 12 News at 10. I'm Troy Hayden. Video shows a driver crashing right through the glass window of a smoke shop, then taking off with stolen merchandise. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra in Tempe explaining what happened.
Well, the store is now boarded up, but they remain open as they clean up the broken glass that was left behind from this crash. The owners tell us they don't know the full scope of the damage to the store, but they now know high-demand vape pens were among the items that were stolen. A shocking video to wake up to.
I got an alarm message that somebody was trying to get into the store, and I checked the camera. And I see a car sitting right in the middle of our store.
It's surveillance video from inside up in smoke. It shows the masked driver get out of the car with a container. And he doesn't appear to be in a big hurry as he throws the store's products inside of it.
I saw it and I just freaked out, you know, and I called the cops right away.
After several minutes, you can hear what sounds like a car horn. And the suspect runs outside, only to return a short time later to refill the container. This video left one of the smoke shop's owners, Fadi Syed, near speechless.
But nothing could, prepare you for something like that.
Tempe police say the car involved in the crash was stolen out of Phoenix. The suspects got away in another car, and police say they don't yet know who they are.
And you can't really see his face. The cops took a bunch of fingerprints off the cars and stuff.
Syed doesn't know the full extent of the damage or the cost in stolen goods, just that it's going to be a lot to repair.
We're going to rebuild, and things will be okay, you know, we're fighters, we'll keep it going.
Anyone with information about this incident is asked to contact Tempe police. In Tempe, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabriela, thank you. A man tonight stands accused of shooting and killing his stepfather in Phoenix. Happened before 9 last night near 37th Street in McDowell. 34-year-old Bradley Gibson got into an argument with his stepfather, 58-year-old William Baumgartner. That shooting then happened. Baumgartner taken to the hospital. He later died. Officers say Gibson left the scene but later returned and turned himself in, and he brought evidence connected to that crime. He's now facing murder charges. Phoenix police identify a woman killed in a 3-car crash this morning. Investigators say it was caused by an accused drunk driver who was speeding and who ran a red light. Police say the man was speeding on Thomas Road, drove through the light, and he crashed into 21-year-old Trinity Brewer's car. She was driving north on 7th Avenue. You can see the violent impact there caused the car to roll over. Her car then hit another car at that intersection. Brewer, unfortunately, was killed. She died at the scene. The man who ran the red light showed signs of impairment. He's now in the hospital with serious injuries. Police say he will face numerous charges when he's released. We're also learning the identity of a man killed after being hit by a car in South Phoenix. 49-year-old Alfredo Donogian crossing 7th Avenue and Vineyard against a traffic light when a car hit him. The driver was checked, showed no signs of impairment. A man trying to get away from police drove through Sky Harbor Airport at over 120 miles an hour at the airport, crashing near Terminal 3. The chase started when deputies tried to pull him over near the Loop 202 and Priest Drive for speeding. During the airport crash, his car rolled multiple times and even caught on fire. The crash damaged signs and barricades outside the airport. 2 passengers were inside that car. One of them tried to run, but police detained them, took them to the hospital. The other passenger was released at the scene. You can see some of the damage here at the airport. The driver tried to get away. He's now in the hospital under investigation now for driving under the influence. Crews recover a body found in a canal in Goodyear this morning near South Saraval and Maricopa County Route 85. Police say the body was discovered about 11:30 this morning. Somebody fishing near that canal called it in. No word on the man's identity or what he was doing in the canal. A turquoise alert is issued for a missing Mesa teen. Her name is Yolyn Hermio. She's 16 years old. Police say she was last seen yesterday just before 7 p.m. near Dobson and Broadway. Her family says it's very out of character for her to be gone so long without contacting them. So if you have any information on where she might be, you're asked to contact the Mesa Police Department. So it's November, and usually I always say, Chris, once Halloween hits is when we start getting our cool temperatures, but we're still waiting. Another warm one today.
Yeah, usually. It was how warm today? 91 degrees. That's some pretty hot stuff for this time of the year, but it has been hotter. The record 96. That was all the way back. This is the amazing part. This was all the way back in 1924, 101 years ago today. It was 96 degrees. Normal is 83. And by the way, Denver, Colorado hit 83 degrees today. Their warmest November day on record. So it's not just us getting in on the heat. 91 today, 8 degrees above average. But Troy, this is what typically happens during November. We cool off nicely. 79 degrees just last year, and that was 4 degrees below average. So with the week ahead, we have more of these upper 80s, low 90s. It's not going to be quite to record territory. And look at Wednesday's record, 99 degrees. We almost hit 100 back in 2020, 89. So we'll be 10 degrees off of that, 5 degrees away from the record on Tuesday with a high of 90 degrees, and then just a little bit of cooling towards the end of the week. At least we are getting those cool mornings. Your dog walk forecast in the low 60s first thing tomorrow morning. Who is going to get the boatload of rain in the forecast? That is coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, we'll see you then. We are still over a year away from the 2026 elections, but we already have a full field of candidates wanting to stay or become the governor of Arizona. So we thought it'd be a good time to check in with our last governor, Doug Ducey, see what he's been up to. One of the things he's been doing more of is enjoying Arizona's outdoors. So that's where we decided to meet.
And you said you get out here and do a lot of hiking, right?
I like to hike. I like to get outside.
It's a beautiful day for it.
It sure is.
Former Governor Doug Ducey has more time for hiking these days. We met up on Piestewa Peak. After being governor for 8 years, he told me he's happy his pace has slowed a bit.
And it's got to be nice to have a little extra time to enjoy things like
Oh,
this.
yes. Well, being governor is a great job. You're out and about and you're all over the state, but you are busy. You're always on the go. So it's nice to have some time to reflect and just soak it in.
He's still working full-time as CEO of Citizens for Free Enterprise, a group registering voters in swing states and promoting free enterprise around the country. But now he also has time for more leisurely activity.
Golfing or anything?
I
Any
am
hobbies?
golfing. I'm golfing. I'm getting my golf game back. It comes back slow. Taking a decade off, you don't become a better golfer by not golfing. But I am doing that. And my boys really love to fish. We did a great fishing trip. We do it every year up in northern Canada, and we did that again this year.
Nice.
Over the past 2.5 years, he's had the chance to look back on his time as governor, including the tough primary and general election that first got him to our state's highest office.
It's amazing what we put our candidates through in America to get these offices. But I do think you get a lot smarter. You become wiser. And it's also good preparation for the job, because if you are fortunate enough to get over that finish line first 2 times, both in the nomination and the general, it doesn't slow down. You're going to be all over the state. The issues are going to be more critical. You're going to be dealing with crisis, and you're going to be expected to get things done right away.
And even though he's out of office now, he and current Governor Katie Hobbs recently have had a little back and forth. Governor Hobbs criticizing Governor Ducey for his tax policies that she says have led to the state running short on money. And Governor Ducey saying,
this wasn't my chosen successor. I think we've got great momentum in the economy. But you can see we've slipped from the top 3 in jobs creation to, I think, 47th. I think that's a leading indicator of going the wrong direction. So I think these are things she needs to be held accountable for.
We'll have much more on that, including hearing from Governor Hobbs tomorrow night in part 2 of this story. But back to hiking. We chose Piestewa because the governor's favorite trail, Echo Canyon on Camelback, is closed because of storm damage. That's a tough trail.
It's a tough trail. It's a tough trail, and it's gotten tougher. I mean, I keep my times on it. I used to be a lot faster, but I think it's just about getting out there and moving.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Just getting out there. So the back and forth between Governor Ducey and Governor Hobbs has gotten a little more pointed in the past couple of weeks. We'll hear from both governors expressing their thoughts on what's going on in the second part of our story. You can watch it right here on TV or online tomorrow. Speaking of Governor Hobbs, she's already working her re-election tour, rallying supporters across the state.
I know what it's like to worry about keeping a roof over your head and And that's why I wake up every single day fighting for Arizona families, making sure that opportunities are reaching every single corner of our state.
After stopping in Tucson, Governor Hobbs held a rally here in Phoenix this afternoon. She talked about securing Arizona's water future, protecting Medicaid, making sure kids had their meals at school. Also promised to keep working to make Arizona more affordable, something voters told us it's important to them.
It's critical that our people get health care and that it's affordable.
3 high-profile Republicans have entered the race for governor: businesswoman Karen Taylor Robeson, Congressman Andy Biggs, and Congressman David Schweikert. Again, that election just over a year away. But another election is just 2 days away. Some big bond issues, local races being decided. So Tuesday night at 8 p.m. we'll begin streaming election results on 12 Plus. So if you don't have it right now, it's a good time to download that app on your TV to watch for free.